Hello, my name is Eric. I'm from IBM, and I want to show you a couple of hybrid use cases and how we do hybrid implementation in IBM. IBM is a big gray box to many people, and I think it's useful to give you some good examples. So actually, a lot of our clients are enterprise clients, and they are adopting cloud in silos, and they are all in the mode of federating the clouds and doing work. So essentially, we have a bunch of elements, and it requires simple math to see that to do an hybrid cloud, you're going to attach everything together. And we're trying to bring to those clients the capabilities to actually merge everything. So typically, when they come to us, they are on the left side of the picture, and they have a public cloud usage, so Amazon, Azure, or SoftLayer from IBM. They may have also some private hosted. Amazon doesn't do it, I think, but SoftLayer does it, and they have a bunch of private stuff. And what we essentially do with them, and that's a big transformation thing, is actually putting the service management layer. And in IBM, we've decided in 2010 to adopt OpenStack, which was a big cultural change in IBM, where we usually do everything in-house. And so I think it was a very positive change in the corporation. And so we are actually setting them with service management layer. I did put the management layer in between the private or the on-premises and the cloud, because some clients will want this to be out there, and some people will want to have it in there. So we have different flavors. And so now to give you two real examples that I actually stole from recent clients. So I took one MSP client, and so this is actually a Japanese provider, and they went to an hybrid cloud because they wanted to condense and to save a lot of money. And typically, it's a case where they were providing services on Intel systems, so it's Linux on Intel, and they were also providing services on Power, on Linux on Power. In that case, it's Red Hat. And so they actually took that project to densify the structure, so less equipment, and also to have the single management portal. And so it's very interesting because they could actually leverage the OpenStack. They use an IBM distribution of the OpenStack. That's called Cloud Manager with OpenStack. And they attach it through the OpenStack API to their existing client portals. So from the external client point of view, there is no difference. So it's a pretty cool example. And you can look in the the green arrow. They did a pretty large densification of their system. It's like 1 to 20 densification. So from an MSC point of view, the benefit of doing this, beside just being able to manage everything, is that they can fit more stuff in their data center. So it's an interesting project. Those guys saved $1 million over time there. So the second example I took you is an interesting mobile and portal enterprise application. So this is probably a typical diagrams of an application that will do mobile and portal with a database, a bunch of mobile applications. So for sure, that case here is interesting. It carries WebSphere, which is the IBM Java engine, MobileFer, which is the IBM mobile server, and then it runs on Power System. And so when we took that and we changed it with an OpenStack, this is how it looks like. So they actually installed the OpenStack to manage two regions. One region is the one that will scale out. That's where all the users are hitting the system for their mobiles. And then you have the region where, from the client point of view, this is the resilience place where the data will never have to go out, and that's the right side. And so it's a pretty interesting case where you have a mixture. And that's what we see at our clients. They have the mixture of systems. Most of them have Power. Some of them have mainframe systems, and we can attach them to the single OpenStack management tool. So let me show you another drawing, because it's something that's kind of very interesting. When I meet people talking about OpenStack, there is the general thinking that OpenStack runs Intel systems. Actually, when you get an OpenStack, and let's say you take the IBM distribution, You can actually load it on an Intel box. You can load it on a Power box. You can load it on a Z box. And from those systems, you can manage all the other boxes. And that's typically what the enterprise clients are trying to do when they want to de-silo the apps. And they want to be able to start cross-systems, cross-operating system solutions that span multiple systems. So you can actually look at this and think the mobile support maybe on the Intel systems, some WebSphere servers or HTML server, web page servers will be on Power system, and the mainframe with all the databases. And a lot of retailers are actually doing this kind of complex solutions. And the beauty of it is they like the central point of management, and they are also in the process of adopting patterns. So they are using Heat engine for this. OK, so that was 2 simple examples. Thank you very much, and I hope you've learned something. How was the timing, chef?